welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. This is going to be a reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the upcoming full moon in Aquarius, which is happening on August the 22nd or the 23rd, depending on which part of the world you live on. Okay, so we're going to start with Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising and see what messages we have from Spirit for Capricorn on this full moon. Okay. See here. Okay, so we've got step out of your comfort zone. And it's the North Node card. So you might want to check your natal chart, see your birth chart, and see what you have in the North Node. We also have here, you and your loved one are safe. So nothing to fear here. New moon in Cancer. And what do you need to release? The waning moon. So this is an interesting thing, stepping out of your comfort zone, feeling that safety that the universe is providing for you and your loved ones, Capricorn, new moon in Cancer, and this, what do you need to release? The waning new moon. This is a very interesting reading so far for you, Capricorn. When I was preparing for your reading, off camera, I was feeling that it's all about sort of getting out of that nest. You know, I always call it the nest, like when we go and we're hiding, and it might be time to step outside of that and to trust that you are safe and to understand here, what do you need to release in order to feel that safety? Okay, so I'll show you these. So what do you need to release? You and your loved ones are safe, and step out of your comfort zone. So we're going to pull cards for these three and try and get some more clarity for your reading here, Capricorn. Stepping out of the comfort zone. 3 cards, please. How many is that? That sounded like more than one. Stepping out of your comfort zone, we see the Emperor. The Emperor, the 5 of Cups, and the 6 of Cups. Well, that says to me, and bear in mind the Emperor is a 4. That's really interesting. 4, 5, 6. The chronologic nature of these cards is interesting. But what this says to me is that stepping out of your comfort zone right now, Capricorn, that means evaluating how you're making decisions, looking at the decisive energies within you when it comes to freeing yourself of emotional pain and emotional losses on an emotional level, something that you feel you maybe are wondering if you made a mistake, right? Or you're wondering, did I make the right choice in the past about something emotional? Because you've got the 6 of Cups here, so you're revisiting something in the past, and we see the Emperor and the 5 of Cups as well, which that really says to me that you're looking at the past and wondering, was it worth it? Was it worth it? I think you sacrificed something here, and it was a choice, and it involved you creating some uncomfort for yourself, potentially. This stepping out of the comfort zone with the Emperor and the 6 and 5 of Cups. That really says to me, Capricorn, that something to reflect on during this full moon, which is all about releasing things and feeling our emotions to really understand where we need to heal. And there's some healing here that is involved with you potentially saying it's okay that you made the decisions you made and the choices that you made, because I love the card that follows, which is because you're safe. You know, you chose something for your greater good when I see the Emperor card there. And yeah, you're feeling sort of the loss of it a little bit on an emotional level right now. But ultimately, when you look back, Capricorn, with that 6 of Cups, don't paint it with rose-colored glasses, right? You got to look at things the way they were. I feel like you wouldn't have left if things were great. I think this this situation was one that you made a choice about because of this Emperor energy. I really think that it was, you took a decision. You took a decision on a certain path, and now when you reflect back on it, you're wondering if you made the mistake or if you made the right choice. Very interesting. Well, maybe it's not for you to ask right now. You know, maybe right now you just need to step out of that comfort zone. Maybe it's comfortable feeling longing for this. Maybe it's time to step into the present and let this stay in the past. Okay, let's see here for you and your loved ones are safe. 3 cards. Thank you. Oh, we got 4, but I'll take them. Okay, wow. We've got the Lovers, the Death card, and the Devil, and the 8 of Cups. You and your loved ones are safe. So Capricorn, I mean, you know what comes after the 8 of Cups, the 9 of Cups, which is your ultimate wish fulfillment. And you have the Death card sandwiched here between the Lovers and the Devil. So it's like you're going to have to make a choice about something. And I like this message that you and your loved ones are safe, which suggests that you can make whatever choice feels right to you ultimately, because you're protected, you're safe, you're in a universal safety net, and it's okay to make a choice here. And if you choose the choice of going into the unfamiliar, you're walking towards, even though this night is dark and scary and emotional, you are literally walking towards your greatest wish. And to see, I mean, the Devil is Capricorn energy. We have the Death card here, which suggests that you're really going to change something in your life. You're on the brink of some big changes here, and you can proceed knowing that you're protected. This is protected, divinely protected. And the Lovers really makes me think that it's going to be in balance, and there's going to be an element of choice here. So it's something that you can still choose to not participate in, but ultimately the choice will be staying on the old familiar emotional track that no longer serves you, or going off into the night here, being guided by your intuition into the unfamiliar and towards your greatest wish. It's very interesting, Capricorn. Now, when we look at what do you need to release, 3 cards. Oh, that's way more than 3. Okay, what you need to release, it's way more than 3, but they're all very interesting cards. You've got the Knight of Swords, which suggests that you have to prepare for some big shift coming up. And with him, we see the King of Swords, suggesting that it's time to sort of, in preparation of this situation, look around and see, is there any area that needs certain attention? Are there any conversations that you need to have? Do you need to be flexible in certain areas and firm in other areas? And I mean, this is all about what do you need to release. So what do you need to sort of cut loose here, as it were, with the Knight of Swords? And we also see that you've got the Tower and the World card and the King of Cups and the Page of Cups. I mean, Capricorn, this flurry of cards in this context really tells me that right now is a time where you're coming upon something big. You are coming upon a big transformation that's going to change things, and you can probably feel the energy of it right now, but you can't see it just yet, but you can feel this. And what you're feeling has a lot of it's got a lot of pull on you emotionally right now. That's the thing. You're wondering about choices that you made in the past. You're wondering about direction to going into the future. And you're going to need to release control on over how this all happens. You know what I mean? Like, I think what you need to release, when I see all this energy here from the Knight and the King of Swords and the King of Cups and the Page of Cups and the World card and the Tower card, and they all just sort of fell out of the deck as I was shuffling. It's really a time where I think there's going to be significant changes, at least within your your perception, but also I think within your surrounding circumstance. So if there is something here that involves you making a decision, the outcome of that decision could be significant. And there is something from the past here that needs to be released, Capricorn. There is something that you are just like, is it me? Am I the drama? You're asking yourself, you're wondering, was it you? Did you make a mistake? You know, and it's almost like it's like you're responding to being someone who's been gaslit. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like there's an energy that's trying to convince you that you made a mistake, but I think it's you. I think it's your own energy. You're having some self-talk with yourself it's not helpful, it's not conducive, and it's interesting. It's all happening at once, isn't it? It's all happening at once. And I think releasing control and just trusting that everything is it's all gonna work out is all you can do right now. And just keep doing the things that you're doing for yourself. You know, if you're doing self-care, keep doing up the self-care. If you just don't be too critical of yourself right now, Capricorn. This isn't the week and to be critical. Not that there's ever a time to be critical, but I mean, this certainly isn't it. If you were looking for a moment to have a talking to with yourself, this might not be that weekend, because I think this is enough right now. Now let's get some words of guidance here from this final deck to wrap up your reading, Capricorn. 3 cards, please. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Okay, so over stepping out of your comfort zone, we've got taking risks, which is fitting. You're gonna have to take some risks, I guess, this week, but I feel like it's important to also be gentle with yourself throughout this. Now, for the universal safety net that you've got here, we've got wonders. So it's almost like this choice that you're making, even if you decide to go for the unfamiliar path that you might not know that it's going to lead you to something greater. You might not know, it's not certain. That taking a risk and stepping out of your comfort zone, I think, is going to lead to some significant wonders here for you, Capricorn, because this seems to be universe protected, universe approved and protected, guided. And with what do you need to release, with all of these cards talking about change coming into your life, we need some patience. So this idea that I was saying, it's not really the week to be too critical of yourself. It's really the week to be very patient with yourself and see that, just getting through all of this emotional stuff that's coming up, all of these choices that seem to need to be made suddenly, and these life circumstance changes and these life pattern changes that you're adjusting to. Patience, taking risks, wonders, and patience. What a beautiful reading for you, Capricorn. Wow. This full moon is going to help you to release some of these emotions from the past. And that might involve you having to make some choices going forward. But it's good to be patient with yourself here as you decide to release things, as things need to move on so that you can, have things that support your next chapter. And so you might be in a situation where you start to see something shift and change. But to be patient with it is the guidance you're getting here. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. If this reading has resonated for you and you would like a personal reading, my email is in the description below. And as always, thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and watching. And we will see you again very soon for another reading. Sending you lots of love and light. Blessings to you on the full moon.